this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now they try the right side here. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. This time, Trubisky will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go. 3-19. Leopard, Leopard. Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben Foster coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Now let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And it's caught by Parker. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
On 2nd down, Trubisky throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. The Bills' passing game getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
Back to throw. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Returnable here from the 38. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
This is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And some space here. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated? Or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. The second quarter score from KC. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And now here's a carry heading left. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bills will take over at their own 20. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here we go now. Green 39.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bills getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Trubisky will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the third quarter. And adding on to their lead, the Jaguars have scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Jets on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here's Bernard. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, here's Trubisky. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Stays on his feet. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 14. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This time, Trubisky will throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Trubisky keeps it himself, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now here's a carry heading left. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And with the play clock counting down towards 0, Todd Bowles will take a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. To the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. Really a great game that we just saw, Charles. Interesting ending, that's for sure. You don't usually see a fumble on the final play of the game, but they were just trying to do whatever they could to get in the end zone. They coughed it up.
I think you're exactly right on that. You do what you have to do to try and win the game. They gave it a shot. You're exactly right about a fumble, then to finishing the game, getting the recovery. Wow, a strange ending, but a heck of a game overall.
So for Buffalo, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious.